everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's the 12th day of my 12 days of Star Wars, so from me to you, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you for joining me. So today we're looking at the Hallmark Star Wars General Grievous Keepsake Ornament released in 2012. Now, General Grievous's first on-screen appearance was in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, but technically, I think he was first seen in the animated shorts entitled The Clone Wars. So as most of us know, General Grievous is the commander of the CIS droid army underneath Darth Tyrannus and Darth Sidious. And Darth Tyrannus, better known as Count Dooku, actually trained General Grievous to wield lightsabers and how to fight Jedi. And apparently he learned those skills beautifully because in the shows and films he does kill Jedi and collects their lightsabers as trophies. So as you can see on the box, we do have General Grievous with his cape. I'm really digging it so far. I personally would have liked if they did the forearm with the 4 lightsaber version, but it's not that bad. And what makes this ornament even cooler is not only can he hang from a tree, but he can balance on his 2 legs as well, so this is a great piece. Now for the size of General Grievous, this guy stands just about 4 inches tall, which is very nice. So everybody should know the drill by now. We're going to take a look at the box, look at the mold, the paint, hang General Grievous from a tree, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. And quickly taking a look at the box, we have the Hallmark Keepsake logo, Star Wars, General Grievous, looking good. General Grievous, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Christmas tree ornament. On the right hand side, we have nothing. On the left hand side, we do have a price tag, $17.95 for the US. and $23.99 in Canada. For the top of the box, it is blank, and for the bottom, we do have some copyright crap. 2012, yada yada yada. Pretty neat. On the back of the box, we do have a nice write-up, so if you want to pause the video and read it, by all means, go ahead and continue when you're done. And on the bottom, we do have that it is number 16th in the set, which is kind of cool. Handcrafted, dated 2012. So that does it for the box, and now let's crack this open and check out that ornament. In here we have General Grievous out of the box, and I have to say I'm flabbergasted. A lot of the ornaments we looked at so far were from the late 90s, early 2000s. And this guy's 10 years in the future, released in 2012, and I'm blown away. The amount of fine details in here is very impressive. From his feet, all the way to his arms, his eyes and head, the lightsaber, and his beautiful cape. It is perfect. So, I might be jumping the gun, but you know what? Oh my god, this thing is beautiful. I love it so much. I'm glad I picked it up. So, like in all my ornament reviews, I will go over the major sections of the figure, and then we'll get nice and close to see all the fine details. So, up first, we have his head, his chest, his shoulder blades, his arms, which are combined to form one arm. So, that's kind of cool. Nice lightsaber, his midsection, thighs, lower legs, and I love his feet. These claws are fantastic. Then we have his cape or cloak, and it looks great. Look at all the detail on there. Beautiful wrinkles. And then on the back he has his ornament loop. So that basically does it for all the major sections of General Grievous. So now let's get a closer look. Alright, getting as close as I can to General Grievous, let's begin looking at his head, and I have to say it's a nice mold. Nice angles, recessed eyes, recessed lines, beautiful molding on his mouth and sides. Fantastic. Now on the sides of the head, look at that. That is beautiful. On his neck, we have some hoses and machine parts surrounded by that beautiful collar. That is great. Fantastic stuff. And what makes it even better is that it has a black wash. And as you can see, it's on all the armor pieces, even his head. And it makes all the details pop, and that is awesome. So, moving on to his left arm, we have his shoulder blade, his bicep, and you can see some molding underneath there. And I believe we could see some molding down here too as well. Yeah, look at that. Nicely done. For his forearm, we can see some nice detail in there. Looking good. Look at the hand. That is great. How he has 2 thumbs. And then the fingers on the top to make a fist. That is awesome. But I'm jumping the gun. Let's look at the exterior of the forearm. Beautifully molded. That is great. And then we have his hand. Nicely done. I love that fist. Alright, moving to his right arm. Again, we have another plate for his shoulder. Bicep is looking good. And look at that. That is beautiful work. Magnificent line work. Look at that. Great stuff. And that fist again, holding the lightsaber. Beautiful. And the blade is a little flimsy, but it looks good. I wouldn't give this to a kid to play with. And now for that arm to conclude it. Magnificent stuff. Beautiful. So let's take a quick look at that cape. You can see it's hitched right here. Pretty cool. And then we can see all the nice detailing for the folds. Looking amazing. Coming up to his little hump here. Fantastic design. Ornament loop. And then it just covers his machine body. And I love the little tight areas here. And then it folds down. Just magnificent. Copyright crap on the bottom. Number 16, 2012. Does a fantastic job. We have General Grievous's logo here. Looking good. I actually like this quite a bit. And check this out. This little piece here is stuck on his arm. So see how it gets tight and then it loosens up? That is great. Nice attention to detail. All in all, a beautiful piece. So now let's take a look at those hips. But before we do that, let's check out the interior of the cape. See some beautiful folds here. Nicely done. Just a magnificent piece. It really is. Awesome job. Okay, for General Grievous's hips, again, beautifully molded. Look at all that. That is great stuff. Underneath, we can see all the plates here. Beautiful. For his legs, he has some nice mold, and I really dig this quite a bit on both sides. Great stuff. Moving down to his knees, look at the detail in there. It's like a Black Series figure almost. That is amazing. Beautiful angles. Great stuff. Yeah, I really like the angles of this knee joint. That is great. Beautiful stuff. Coming down to his shins, we have some nice detailing going down there as well. Nicely done. Beautiful stuff. Another joint here leading to his claw foot, which is quite beautiful. Nice. It even has some mold in here and there. Brilliant. For the other foot, maybe his shins, his calves, which look pretty good. Again, that claw foot. Magnificent. So that does it for the mold of General Grievous. So now let's take a look at the paint. Okay, now taking a look at the paint on General Grievous, I was blown away with the mold, and the paint's not too shabby. We have 13 different colors here working together to give us something special. So let's begin with General Grievous himself. Most of the colors are the same, but we'll begin with the head. We have that nice dark tan for the main color of the body. We could see some peach color where his mouth is and the sides of the head. Also for his eyes, we have maroon, yellow, and black. And that black does transfer onto his exoskeleton, if we want to call it that. Pretty nice. Or machine body, if you will. Just nicely done. Now also we do have some metallic dark gray as well for his neck. And then his collar is that nice tan again. For his arms, he has that tan and the metallic dark gray. And that's basically it. He really doesn't have that many colors there. You can see the dark gray in there. Pretty cool. Same for this arm. Nicely done. Beautiful. For the lightsaber, we have silver and a green blade. Pretty cool. Now this is a little fragile, so keep that away from kids. For the main body, and my personal favorite part, we have that dark tan, what seems to be a very metallic yellow, looking very nice, silver, and that dark metallic gray. Beautiful. Moving down to his hips and legs, we have the dark metallic gray, silver, the dark tan, and everything's working together. You can see it even on the kneecap. Beautiful. And then for his feet, he has the dark metallic gray. Nicely done. Now I didn't forget his cape. On the exterior, he has a nice light gray, looking amazing. Then we have a dark gray for General Grievous's symbol. And then on the interior, a nice dark maroon. And I forgot to mention, what's great about this ornament is on all the tan pieces, as you can see on his face, we do have a wash on here, and it really brings the ornament to life. So having said all that, this is a nicely painted piece. I think it's perfect in my opinion. So now let's hang this guy from a tree, and then we'll be done. To hang General Grievous, you're going to need an ornament hook like so. Put it in a loop, pinch it so Grievous doesn't fall off. And you can hang Grievous just like so, and then you're good to go. So that does it for the 12 days of Star Wars. For all of you who have been watching throughout the last 12 days, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I've been doing a lot of research and work on these videos, and for all of you who said you liked it and to keep going, you know, my heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. So before we conclude, I just want to say, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, and I hope all of you have a Happy New Year. And that does it for the 12 days of Star Wars. Today we looked at the Hallmark Star Wars General Grievous Keepsake Ornament released in 2012. Again, for the size of this ornament, it comes in at just about 4 inches tall. Now, I'm not going to lie, I am in love with this ornament. You know, I'm so used to the older ones that this one is blowing me away. It has awesome detail, and as we saw, looking at his arms, his legs, his chest, his face, everything's there that should be, and the cape is magnificent. Paint-wise, we have 13 colors. Everything's working together. Is it perfect? Just about. There is some little touchy areas, especially on his face, that I didn't like. But on the whole, this is a great piece. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to see new reviews every Thursday, click subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.